Hey you guys, it's your lady here, Miss Benzie, coming back to you today for another discussion. But today's topic is on how to successfully date your mate. Now, I know a lot of you probably saying, this is elementary information, but for a lot of people that are in relationships, and again, for those of you who are new to my channel, when I use the term relationship, I use it loosely in terms of marriage, dating, basically anybody that's your significant other that's important to you in your life. So if you have someone that's important to you in your life that you are dating or that you are married to, I use the term quote unquote relationships, meaning the same thing so that I don't have to continue to go back and forth to describe exactly who or what I'm talking about. Now, to carry on with this discussion, I was watching some YouTube videos that popped up, in my stream that basically I used to subscribe to those specific people channels who used to do different talks and lectures about relationships, commitments, cheating, mental and verbal abuse, knowing thyself, how to overcome different things, and just various other topics. And just so happened, I stepped away from my TV and it went to somebody's YouTube channel, and they began to talk on something that was like, I think it was probably like 5 years old. But by the time I got back into my room and began to finish watching the show that I was watching, that's when I began to, listen to what the gentleman was talking about. And he was talking about how a lot of, relationships are to the point to where once a person get with somebody, they stop dating them. You stop going out, you stop having fun, you stop encouraging, each other, you stop doing for each other to the point to where the relationships gets boring, or one person gets bored with the other, and before long you've broken up or you've distanced yourself within that marriage or that home or whatever it is, and that person starts to branch out or you start to branch out, and before long the whole relationship or ordeal has ended, all due to us forgetting how to date each other. And I began to think on that and dwell on that. And I'm like, you know what? That's really true. Like, we really are so, wrapped up into our own lives to where, you got work, you got family, you got children, you got parents, friends, associates, to the point to where we be so busy, caught up doing what we want to do or within our free or spare time, to the point to where if we are in a relationship with somebody or married to that person, we forget to do the things that we did in order to get with them, that put a smile on their face, that allowed them to fall in love even more. And I don't even want to use the term anymore of fall in love, but as I heard this other YouTuber say, walk in love, because it's just so important. It's like, how do we go from doing something for the next person that we care so much about, but then we just stop, and I just basically say that we do that because we're so caught up with what we got going on in our lives. And a lot of times it don't even be what we got going on in our personal lives. It just be what's in our environment. Like I say, work, okay, some of us have to work Monday through Friday. Some of us have to work 7 days a week, and then we off 7 on 7, some on 2 weeks, off 2 weeks. It just depends on your career, your profession. And then some of us, we don't necessarily have to work, but then we have to because we have kids or we have other family members that we have to help take care of because maybe they, of age or sickly or nursing home, something like that. So we have to do extra things, in order to take care of that, where we wouldn't have to work so hard, or we could do 4 on, 3 off, or, depending on the schedule. But let me get down to the nitty gritty, you guys, and I'm going to give you some pointers and some tips. Okay, fellas, I'm going to start with you first. Okay, fellas, if you have someone in your life that you truly love and you really care about, and this is somebody that you can see yourself potentially with the rest of your life, and even for you guys that are already married, this coincides for all of you. Number one, let your woman know how much you love her. You don't have to tell her every day. You don't have to be all lovey-dovey or nothing like that. But show her as well as tell her. Because what that does, guys, is that gives us a reassurance of the love or feelings that you have towards us is still genuine or still there. Like, okay, there's still hope for this thing to bloom and blossom into something great. Number two, show her. Show her. After number one of telling her, show her. Show her by, bringing her flowers maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks, surprise her, and let it be something that you wouldn't normally do. Because I'm going to tell you a little secret. For women like me, a good, strong woman, but yet still sensitive, because, that's what makes us women so unique. We have that sensitivity to us, but at the same time, we're still strong and vibrant. Do something for her that she would know that you had to go outside of the norm to do. Okay, let me give you a quick example. For Valentine's Day, most men gonna do what? Y'all gonna get us maybe a rose or some roses or some flowers. You're gonna do the chocolate candy or whatever candy that she can eat or she loves, and you're gonna do a card. You're gonna take her out to eat, possibly, romance her. And most times, most men still do the bears. So that's the norm. Do something different. Do something to where she know, okay, he ain't the type to go to the flower shop, because maybe you're not. Go to the flower shop, get her something, put some effort into it. You might not be the type that's very romantic, where you rent a hotel room or do candlelight, or you might want to give her a bubble bath. You might not do any of that stuff with her. She might have been always the one to set all that up and romance you, to bring the romance in. So all I'm saying is do something different. If she's a jewelry type lady, go to a jewelry store. You don't have to spend a lot of money. It could be $50, $30. You could find something through JCPenney. When they have their little sales, maybe $20, $15. But buy her something that's unique, that shows that you went out of your way to do something nice for her. Okay, number three. And this one is important. Communicate with her. And when I say communicate, I mean speak, but push that speaking part to the side and listen to her. Go to her maybe once or twice out the week and be like, baby, look, is it something that you want to talk about? Is something on your mind? And listen to it to where you're not trying to frustrate her. You know what buttons you could push, but don't push those buttons, even if it grieves you to a point to where it's like, she talking and she ain't talking about nothing. Just listen to her. Let her speak from her heart. Let her speak from her mind and let you know what she's dealing with, Because sometimes, guys, all we really want is just a good listening ear. Why do you think we as women will go and confide in our friend girls, or we go confide in our homeboys, you know, somebody that grew up with us or we've been knowing for years, and we can just talk because that person will actually take time to listen. Even if they don't really care what you got going on, they actually stop talking to actually listen. So that's all we really want most times in our relationship and our man, is to just listen. You know, we hear you and we listen to you. So now it's time for you guys to listen to us so that you can understand why we might be frustrated, why we on pins and needles, why we so moody. You know, and once you begin to listen and understand your mate for yourself, trust me, it will make things a whole lot easier. Okay. Last but not least, never forget to pull her in by embracing her, giving her a kiss on the cheeks, giving her a kiss on her forehead, giving her a kiss on her nose or her lips or wherever you know that she likes to be kissed. Also, you know, come from behind her and hold her, embrace her that way. Put your arms around her waist. You know, if your arms can't fit because she a big girl, a plus size woman, you know, do it around her, you know, neck, you know, and just embrace her. Love on her. You know, that's where that kind of coincides with you know, 2 and 3 of showing and you know, loving on her, because that is important. As a woman, we want to be reassured that what we're doing and what we have and what we're rooting for is actually worth it. Okay. Now that I've given you guys those tips, ladies, this is what I need you to know. Overall, we primarily do majority of those things. Most of us. I'm not going to say all of us. But even for those of you that are so independent and got your own money, got your own place, got your own vehicles, got your own business, you don't need a man for nothing. Let's cut that out for a moment, because at the end of the day, we do need that man. We do need that one that's in our life that holds it down, that glues and brings us back together to reality. That's another stigma that I'm gonna have to, you know, talk about in our Black society. Some of us as ladies, we're, like I said, we're very independent, and a lot of that comes from being hurt or the things that you've gone through, you've seen, you've struggled, so to the point to where it's like, you know what, I ain't gonna struggle no more. I ain't gonna let nobody bring me down, and ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, I'm not saying let people come into your life to tear you down or break you down, but when you do have somebody in your life that means something to you and it's worthwhile, try to hold on to it. Do what you can do. You know, do what you can do in terms of adding value to your relationship. And a lot of men, I know y'all look at it like, if I'm paying all the bills or if I'm doing all this and she don't do anything, then I could be by myself. And women, we feel the same way. But technically men and technically women, we all still bring value to that relationship, because both of us are investing. We're investing our time. And time is something that cannot be bought. I don't care how much of it you waste, you can't get it back. So if you done spent 5 years with somebody, you can't get that 5 years back. I don't care if you done invested $100,000 into that relationship over a 5-year span. You can never get them 5 years back. Even if they gave you $100,000 for them 5 years, you can never never buy time, because again, once it's gone, it's gone. And once somebody give you the money, you can easily lose that or spend that and it's gone. So really, you done lost. So guys, quit saying that to a woman. Oh, you know, you don't bring no value, or I do this and I do that. And women, stop saying it to your man. Oh, I do this, I do that, I care less, I got this, I got that. Because at the end of the day, we all can blink an eye and all of it can be taken and snatched from us. We see it too frequently. Even on the news, even in today's society, we see it. Even with the coronavirus going on, we see it. Loved ones, friends, family, colleagues, they're being snatched from us. And not that it's just only since COVID, because really, daily, before COVID, that's just life. It's a cycle of life. You here today and you gone today. It ain't no tomorrow, it's gone today. So let's embrace love. Love is what love does. If you're not a lover, don't be a fighter. Love. Learn how to love if you don't even know how to love. But first, you got to love yourself. And with that being said, you guys, I'm about to cut this video off. I hope it has helped someone. I hope it can help you. I hope it can help a friend, a colleague that's going through this or need some tips on how to rekindle that love and that relationship, those vibes, that good flow of energy. And that's how. Take each other out on dates. Continue to go out on date nights. Don't get so caught up or, hung up to where y'all arguing or you fighting or you bickering. And it's like, I ain't finna do nothing for him and she ain't finna do nothing for me. I'm gonna go out and do my thing. No, because all that's doing is bringing division within your relationship. So once you put that divide and that space in between, you allowing somebody else to come in, the opposite sex, to come in and tear whatever little bit of a relationship or marriage you have, tear it to pieces. They can tear it down, and that's not a good thing. And what do we normally do as people? As soon as things get bad, rocky, shaky in our relationships, oh, let me call Billy Bob, that's my boy. Or let me call Sally Sue, that's my girl. Or flip it. Our man, oh, let me call my homegirl, let me talk to her. Or let me call a coworker, let me talk to her. And they be glad you calling. You want to know why? Because they look at it like, here go my opportunity. Okay, here go my opportunity to tear it up. I'm going to just tell him a little bit just so he can think that I'm siding with him. But I really want them to, break up. I don't want him to be happy because I ain't happy. I ain't got nobody. So, you see what I'm saying? Misery loves company. Women, same thing. Oh, let me call my homeboy and talk to him. He'll listen to me or whatever. And for long, homeboy done got you in bed. Homeboy done got all in your mind. Said, girl, he ain't no good. Leave him alone. Oh, he cheating on you. And your man probably ain't even cheating on you. Probably ain't even thought about cheating. All he want to do is just have him a little R&R, or like, okay, let me give me a couple hours away from her, cool down, settle down, think this thing through, and then let me plan something special for us. But sometimes we jump the gun and we can mess that up. So that's why I say, keep people out your business as much as possible. Now, if things get to a terrible standpoint to where it's like, you depressed or you about to let depression set in, then I would suggest talking to somebody. Preferably nobody close to you that know you or him like that. Then that way, you don't have that that doubt in your mind that, okay, this person trying to sabotage my relationship. And I prefer to go to professional counseling if you can afford it or you have the insurance or whatever your situation is. But if you just can't and you just have to have someone to talk to, then, reach out to someone and talk to them, and, try not to put too much of your business out there, but just kind of summarize the situation and then, talk from there. Let me see what else. I feel like I'm leaving out something, but with all that being said, definitely communicate with your partner. Definitely don't stop dating. Go out, do things together. If you have kids as well in the household, take your kid, do a family outing or something. Do something like that. And that will help keep you guys' relationship and what you have in perspective. So without further ado, I'm getting ready to end this video. I am fixing to do another video on a totally different topic, but please like and subscribe and share this video if at all possible, and leave your comments in the comment section below. All right, until then, this is Benzie. All right, talk to you guys later.